Good morning, everyone. It is March 26th. We got the EPS long range grumpy trade scan. Here are our stocks on play for today. Let's get into it. So we got this AFL. We could see here that yesterday price rallied into daily R1, found some resistance. It's pulling back to this prior potential area of support where this prior resistance was. So we'll see if this price continues to meander down, undercut this 5-day moving average, get trapped, or if we could continue to get back, hold this 5-day moving average, and perhaps sketch out some type of scenario like this on AFL. So ideally, we'd be looking for the strength back above this 109.72, this 2-day, 3-day VWAP convergence, and then looking for some type of reclaim in here. So if price does reclaim that 109.72 area right here, look for a push into this 110.48 and then potentially back up into this 111.31 daily R2 for today. Stops at 109.23 premises here underneath this low, and stops at, what was my other stop I had here, at 108. And you could put a potential stop underneath this low here at 108.68. Got an M here. We mapped this out here on the 18th, looking for a nice pullback, which we got a nice orderly pullback in this recent rally here. So ideally, this is setting up, maybe potentially, got this nice high and tight flag here potentially, or pennant, whatever you want to call this. Regardless of that, maybe we're looking just for as simple as a breakout above this 47.83, 84 area with a stop under 47.47. It's just underneath our 3-day VWAP here. We got BCS next on the list. BCS, we could see here, every time it rallies up into this upper range, it rejects. We got this rally up yesterday, and it's starting to pull back. So let's see if we could just digest this recent rally here. Continue to watch this here. TME currently is trading below its year-to-date VWAP, and it's basically just looking like it's digesting this recent big rally here. So if price moves back above this 14.48 here on the daily time frame, 14, could look at this at 14.38 or 14.48 up in this area with a stop under 14.26. So basically buying above that 2-day VWAP, or if you want to wait to get a little bit more clearance above here, and then a potential stop at that 14.22 area. Ideally, this is our shakeout, some strength, nice little pullback. Now we could start to build this trend direction, maybe back up to that 14.98 region. And we know if it breaks down this low, we're back. It's going to be a new low under this 5-day moving average. So it potentially could just be a bear trap, potentially coming back down that month-to-date VWAP. Moving on to ECX. ECX here, we could see that it's holding the year-to-date VWAP high and above that daily volume profile shelf right here. So you can see it's holding above the year-to-date VWAP high, holding above this volume profile shelf. So what we could look to do is maybe look for some strength back into that $3 region. Look for this 2-day and 3-day VWAP area to be reclaimed, and then look to get some strength back above 303 with maybe a potential stop at this 290, 289 area, or a wider stop here at this 276 premises. TIGR had this nice rally up. It's pulling back, banging up against this year-to-date VWAP high. So ideally, we talked about potential pullback, some strength, and then get going. So potentially maybe this morning, we'll see if we could continue to hold this pre-market, hold above the 2-day and 3-day level. So maybe it's as simple as maybe if we get a little pullback here, back above the 918 level with the stop right underneath this 896. Trivy. Nice recent rally, digesting the gains here. You can see on the daily time frame, just been digesting the gains, setting a potential higher low here as we get back above that year-to-date VWAP high. So we mapped out a scenario here on the 18th here, looking for a little pullback, and now we're getting some strength. So potentially, maybe this is as simple as getting back above 671 with the stop underneath this 657 area. So we look for something like this, rallies back up, gets back above that 2-day and 3-day VWAP, and then we can get some strength. When we break above this 671, if even then maybe potentially put that stop under that low under VWAP. Moving on to AU. This recent rally was a big push, and it's pulling back a little bit and rallied back up into the year-to-date VWAP high and currently got rejected. So thinking that this needs a little bit more time to digest this recent rally up here. We got this pullback. Maybe this just rallies, digest a little bit more on the daily, and then could give us a little bit more evidence and consolidation after that big rally. SAN, big rally. It's pretty somewhat gappy. Don't really see a clear setup. CRK, got the strong rally from 1650 as well. So really not necessarily early. Possibly maybe it's just simple as getting back above this 2033 or 2040, this higher or that high, with the stop underneath this 2004. But ideally, I think this needs a little bit more time to settle down for a low risk setup. I don't see a setup here. Dash, really nice recent move trading up in the pre-market here. Held yesterday's high for the close off the VWAP. So holding above this 198 VP shelf here. So maybe it's just simple as getting back above 247 in this area with the stop underneath 196.83 or 198.42. But ideally, I'd like to see this settle down. EXE, high and tight above this 108.61 VP shelf. And we could see that we got this nice shakeout to the 5-day, pullback, got back above our daily VWAP on Monday, continued to push. So perhaps maybe this gets a little pullback to the 3-day VWAP here, get some strength above its 2-day and daily VWAP, and then it's a buy back above 109.74 with the potential stop at 108.32 underneath this low, or maybe even just keeping this tighter here underneath this 109.08, depending on your risk preference. If this breaks down, this could potentially lead to a rally to a new low under a declining 5-day. This 109.08 keeps it much tighter. LYG got this big recent rally as well, and we could see as this rally pulled back to the 20-day moving average, rallied back up, pulled back to the 20-day moving average and this year-to-date VWAP high, and has been pushing off this. So this ideally rallying off this low about 10% in about 10 days. Just might need just a little bit more time to consolidate here, set up a nice little multi-day consolidation to then play a breakout of that 380 level. If you wanted to keep this actionable, maybe it's as simple as an entry above 109.88 and a stop at 108. Oh, what is this? LYG. Potential back above 390 with the stop at 382 or 378. Right up in here, 382. Jeez, wrong hotkey. Right there. Apologize for that. CMRX. Don't see an active setup here. So that's it for today. Hopefully this was helpful.